WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Good morning, Westfield. Welcome to Tiger Talk Live, all things Westfield Technical Academy. You are back in the flow this week with Carol, Kev, and Joe. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning.
We'll figure out this intro thing, Joe.
You know what? The surprise factor is always exciting.
Yeah. Who's gonna bring it?
Spontaneity. We don't want to rob ourselves of spontaneity.
We just know it's not going to be me.
Well,
soon, maybe.
Well,
never know. What's going on?
I think everybody is off. They think today's Friday. It's not Friday.
I know we didn't even. There wasn't a long extended weekend, right? The weekend before was like that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it Friday?
No.
Soon enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very exciting week, though, here at the Academy. The freshmen began their 1 week exploratory rotations.
Yes.
They're killing it right now. How many?
They are.
What do we got? 140 kids.
Yes.
In 12 shops, and they're having a good time. Every time I go around, it looks like they're having fun. So
yeah,
that's all that counts.
Yeah, just still trying to explain that they are not going to get their first choice on their first 1 week.
Yeah, they struggle with that.
They do.
It's spread out over 5 weeks.
They don't understand that. Some of them do. But they've been, when I explain it, then they're, oh, I get it. I get it now.
Yeah.
Attendance has been great. Uniform compliance has been great. This class is really
it's great.
They're rocking and rolling. Everything is great.
They're very serious about their business.
Yeah. So it's great. Nice music.
Oh, the everything is great music in the back.
No, I'm playing Anticipation.
I was just going to say, I sense ketchup.
Mr. Daly. Mr. Lockwood are too young.
No, Carly Simon.
I'm not too young for the Anticipation catch-up song.
Yeah, we remember that. Yeah. So we got, as usual, we always like to bring on a teacher first to talk about a new teacher within the last couple of years. And last week we had Sarah Scott, our librarian.
Yes.
Media specialist / librarian. I think she went with librarian.
Librarian. She prefers librarian.
Yeah. And then we've had a good run of that, and so we're going to continue that. We got Mr. Lockwood here from our IT department. How you doing, Mr.
Not
Lockwood?
new to Westfield.
No,
not new to Westfield.
No, but we're going to jump right into it. We want to get a little background on you. How did you tell us about your path to Westfield Tech? Let's put it that way.
To the school?
Yes. Have you become an instructor here? What happened? How did you get here?
Well, I started working for the Tech Center, and this was my school. So after a while, I would come, and Joe would see me every day, and hey, Scott, how you doing? And
I got a problem.
Yeah, I got a problem.
Fix it.
What's wrong with my laptop? God, Joe, just plug it in.
Here's the power button, Joe.
Yeah, and I think I was there for 3 years, and then one of the teachers here left the IT class, and Kevin Grimsley said, "Well, why don't you come over here and work with us?" And just come on, it's fun. He lied.
I may have asked once or twice.
Yes, you did too. There were a couple people in the building who were like, "Just come over here.
Yeah,
you'll like it better. You'll enjoy yourself."
The full court press.
Well, you got that too, right?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
So yeah, I was poached, and I came here, and I've been here for 10 months.
Right, because you started last year in the middle of it, right?
Poached is so negative.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You were
I,
redistributed.
Recruited. He was recruited.
Redistributed.
So, Scott,
it's all about the
And
spin.
welcome.
After all.
how long? Tell us before you got to how long were you in the IT business? Did you go to school for it? Like, what's your background there?
I've been doing this for about 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, started off taking my father's computers apart and getting in trouble for that, and then doing the whole family thing, fixing their stuff and getting in trouble for that, and then finally getting paid to do it for other people. And then my wife said, well, why don't you stop working with, I used to work with kids, and why don't you stop working with kids and do what you love, which was working with computers. So I started doing that, and when you start doing that and you have nothing, no certifications, no degrees, you got to get your certifications and degrees. So I got my A+, then I got my Net+, then I got my MCSA, and I got my MCSE, and then I started building small businesses around Springfield, because that's where to go. And yeah, and I just
That was
I
it.
built up from there. That was my first freelance type of a thing. After that, I got into Mass Mutual, which, if you know about Mass Mutual, you live there for a certain amount of time and then you go.
Yeah.
Or they push you out.
Yeah.
So
Reorg, they call it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, by room. So they let me go about 8 years after I was there, and then I moved to South Hadley, and I stayed there for a while, and then they couldn't afford me anymore because I'm just too good.
Valuable.
I'm too good. And I freelanced for a little while longer, which is great, but freelancing does not always pay the bills and doesn't really do good for retirement. So I came to Westfield.
And you were in the so. What was your when you were in Westfield? What was your primary? Were you the fix-it guy? You were assigned to certain schools, and
I was assigned
you a
to
network guy.
I was assigned to Munger Hill, Paper Mill, and this school, and Pathways. And I was the everything guy.
Didn't matter.
Didn't matter. Well, we do have network guys that do the higher level network stuff. You know, they're more the tier 3 guys who can stay at the office and fix things, whereas I'm a tier 1 or tier 2 where I get my hands dirty. But most of the stuff I would do in here, like you've seen me running cable through the ceilings constantly.
And what do you think about the teaching now? You've been here 10 months. You sound like you've worked with kids before in the past. What's your experience been like here?
I used to
Make
teach.
sure you answer positively.
I used to teach at-risk youth. So
Well, that was my question.
So-
What were you doing with kids before you went?
I was an aide and a librarian for at-risk youth. So this is night and day. Like I have kids like Blake who are just angels compared to the students I had to deal with. Who, you know, we had to hide the spoons because these kids were really they had problems. So yeah.
So we got Blake with us.
Yeah, here you go, Blake.
What's going on?
Nothing much.
Yeah,
Just in math class.
yeah. Were you bummed out we took you out of math class?
Not really.
No.
I got to have notes. So.
Yeah, good. So we won't keep you long, but we always want to bring a kid in too to talk about the shop and if we have an opportunity to talk about the teacher and without bashing Mr. Lockwood or Mr. Grimsley, what's your experience been like? What year are you?
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore, so you've been there 2 years now. What's your experience like? And you went through the whole exploratory process last year, so you got a half year of IT. What's your focus? You want to do web programming? You like what's your
I think I want to do network.
You do like the networking, huh? So tell us about your experience in there. What do you like about it?
Well, I like the part where you more or less use your hands a lot. I don't want to be sitting at a computer all day because that's not what IT is all about. There's lots of hands-on activities that you do, and lots of things that you do with your hands. Like what you get to do is go into ceilings and rewire different networks. Sometimes you will build computers or fix Chromebooks or laptops, and it's all sorts of different fun things.
Yeah, so you like getting down and dirty then. You don't mind doing the physical work.
Oh yeah, I don't mind it at all.
Now, are you able to hook things up too? Like you know how everything goes?
A decent amount, yeah.
Yeah. What's your goal next year? Like, what do you see yourself doing?
Hopefully wiring.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll have my A+ by the end of the year next year.
Okay, what's A+, guys? For us, you Scott put out a lot of acronyms out there.
Yeah.
I know what A+ is.
MC, A+, TT2RX. What are
OPP.
these things?
What was that one?
You down with OPP?
No.
Do we play that today?
Well, we could.
Naughty by nature?
Oh,
Okay.
my goodness.
Go ahead. What are these acronyms? What's A+? Because it seems like that's the big one that the people in the industry talk about all the time.
CompTIA,
One of them.
CompTIA A+ is like your base, your foundation certification. It covers pretty much the basics, like, what kind of port is this, what kind of hard drive is this, what kind of motherboard is this, what kind of processor can you use in that motherboard, what kind of case can you put the motherboard in. So you can go from building a computer to understanding networks.
Every time you say motherboard, I want to be like, you motherboard. It's like a swear. All right, sorry.
And then from there you go to Net Plus, which builds up from the A+, and then you go to Security Plus, which builds up from the Net Plus, and it goes on and on and on and on. And there's a whole bunch. And the way you take the certifications kind of makes a path for you. If you want to do securities, you do specific ones for security.
Right.
But you can't start without A+.
My recommendation is that people start with A+.
Yeah.
Some people say just skip to Security Plus, and I tell them, you're not going to know anything because it's a harder test.
So there's no prerequisite in order to take Security Plus, you have to do A+ first.
There used to be prerequisites. I'm not sure if there still are.
Okay.
Things have changed over the last decade or two since I got my A+.
Yeah. Do all the kids do we give them A+? Do they have to do that on their own? What happens?
I want them to have their A+ before they leave the school.
Okay.
If they want to be in the field, not programming, they don't need it if they're programming. But if they're going to do hardware work, I want them to have their A+ before they leave. If they can get their Net Plus, that's even better. I mean, the tests do cost money. So it's not like we can just keep shelling out money to pay for the test and have them fail. I mean, I failed my Security Plus when I tried to take it. It's a hard test.
Yeah.
So I would love to have them have their A+ before they.
Yeah, but the gold standard, as far as Chapter 74 of Mass General Laws is concerned, which governs CTE education, the gold standard is to make sure that kids are not only leaving with entry-level skills, but with as many industry-recognized credentials as possible. So that's a perfect example of one that fits that.
Yeah.
It's not a requirement as much as it's a preferred qualification.
Well, I mean, back when I was looking for jobs, it was A+ relevant experience or a bachelor's degree. So you could actually take the bachelor's degree away because I didn't have one, but I'd have 5 years of experience plus an A+. So that equals that bachelor's degree in some sense. So,
Blake, when you came in here as a freshman, is IT what you were aiming toward, or did that sort of emerge during the exploratory period? Just thinking about it because the freshmen are in exploratory this week.
I did want to do IT when I first came here. I remember it was end of 8th grade. Me and my mom were both talking about the different shops, and then she was talking about like electrical, culinary, and whatnot. And then she mentioned IT. I was like, ooh, that sounds fun because I love computers. And I came here and I did exploratory, and I found out that IT was something that I really enjoyed. And that's where I am now.
Do you remember what your other, when you were doing your 1 weeks, what the other selections were?
It was culinary, graphics, and I think horticulture or electrical.
But IT really stuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
Any interest in either of you? I know, Scott, I don't know if you're involved with the cybersecurity part of it. That's for upperclassmen? Or any interest in? Tell me about cybersecurity, because that was actually on the local news today. I have no idea what it was. I heard, Cyber Patriot.
Yes,
there you go. Yeah,
we do Cyber Patriot.
Yeah.
They were doing it. He's on one of the Cyber Patriot teams. Yes.
Yeah. Blake, you want to tell us about Cyber Patriot? What's going on with that?
They scored pretty well too.
What is it?
It's Cyber Patriot is a competition with a bunch of different kids from different schools all across the U.S. and Canada who will compete in a competition against each other, seeing who's the fastest and the best at doing cybersecurity work on a computer, like finding viruses or making sure the computer is up to date and whatnot. And then there's a bunch of people that go against them, and there's 3 different spots that you can go into: platinum. What is it?
Gold and silver.
Gold and silver.
Yep.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
And what I'm hoping to aim for is at least gold this year with my team, but maybe next year I'll make it to platinum.
Did you do it last year?
I did not do it last year. We heard about it last year. We talked about it, and we did little bit of cybersecurity. I remember one of my friends was really interested in it, and he's actually on my team now.
Yeah, I know. A couple of years ago, I remember coming in on Saturday morning. Opened the building up because there was a big competition. Basically, it's our IT kids are competing against kids across the country through the government. They're setting up scenarios where there might be a flaw in a system or a network, and they have to find it and dig into all these codes, right, and determine where the problem is. And we scored. I feel like one of our teams was on the platinum, if you remember, or I know you weren't around, but you're probably aware of what was going on.
I think they did well.
Yeah.
I don't know how well they did.
Right.
I was
2018, 2019, which was,
yeah.
we started doing it my first year here. Mr. Richardson, who was at the time the department chair, came to me with the information and asked if we could participate. And I said, of course.
Yeah.
But it was 2018, 2019 year. I don't remember. I can't remember the ranking. I'm sure I have it somewhere in my office, but we placed on the national level.
Yeah,
I do
we did
recall
well.
that, yeah.
Both teams, I remember both teams did well, but one went a little farther.
It's a rough competition.
intense.
I mean, you're dealing with a lot of kids who are in like military schools and ROTC, and they just hammer that stuff at them all day.
Yeah.
You know, so it's if these guys can outpace them, I'm proud of them.
No doubt. Blake, good job. You did a good job explaining everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. Lockwood, we got some questions for you.
Yeah.
Do you have a question for
I do,
any
but
of these guys?
before we go into
Yeah.
the Fast Five,
Questions.
do you have any hobbies that you could share with us? Anything that you do outside of school that would surprise us?
I can see
a loaded question.
Joe's laughing. I collect Legos.
You're a Lego guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have the huge life-size Darth Vader or
No,
something like
I'm
that?
not. Those things are like $8,000.
Well, I didn't know.
I'm a teacher. I don't
yeah.
make a lot of money.
What do you tell us about this a little bit?
I don't know. It's just a thing.
How long have you been collecting?
You collect like odd shaped pieces and stuff?
No. My biggest one is I've got the 1989 Batwing.
So you collect in
movie.
kits.
Yeah, I got the kits. I don't just collect parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the Batwing. I've got the Batmobile from the Batman.
Do you have them all like assembled in a room?
Oh yeah. They're just sitting in their display areas. My son comes down. He brings his friends downstairs to my office. He goes, "Look at all my dad's stuff." And I go, "Dude, what are you doing in my room?"
Yeah. What about when he takes a bat to him and smashes him? No, I'm kidding. You have a big bin of Legos, random Legos, I'm sure, huh? Where you
No.
you don't?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
every Lego has its place.
Yes, a place for every Lego, and every Lego.
It's amazing Legos have held. I mean, who hasn't
yeah.
played with Legos? Carol, you were a Lego crazy fanatic for a long time, weren't you?
Yes.
What was your favorite one you put
You
together?
should see the stuff you can put together.
Polly Pocket
now.
Legos?
Yeah.
Or was
Things
it-
that I get
Yes,
my
I
kids.
think it was a dog, possibly.
You did a dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have an a very good friend of mine that I graduated from high school with is a salesman for them. So I do very well at holiday time.
Maybe you want to touch base with Joe. Maybe get a little discount on the next
Yeah.
one. What's the next big Lego one you're looking at?
Oh, you know what?
$8,000 for the big Lego? That's
Kevin
crazy.
Grimsley.
Yeah.
Kevin. He showed me they have the Iron Man, the Hulkbuster Iron Man suit. It's about this big, and he goes, "It's only $550."
I think that's it.
And I go, "My wife will kill me."
No. You deserve it. Get
I
yourself
totally
a treat.
deserve it. I'm not saying I don't deserve it.
Get yourself
I'm
a
just saying
treat.
she'll be unhappy with me.
Yeah. No, they're
Mrs.
only,
Lockwood,
they're
if
only-
you're out there, you know he deserves it.
And, they only get mad for a minute. That's okay.
you
Right,
don't-
Mrs.
Yes,
Grum?
absolutely.
don't
The-
know.
and speaking of
Some
getting
minutes are
mad,
longer than others.
Yeah.
when you step on a Lego
Yeah, that hurts.
and your bare feet, that
I've learned not to always do a mind sweep before you walk
nice.
through the room.
Yeah,
Always.
absolutely.
Well, let's get him on the
Yeah.
Fast Five here, Mrs.
All right,
Good question,
ready to go?
Mrs. Grum.
Yeah,
The
sure.
hobby question.
So I have 5 questions to ask you, and you have to answer really fast. That's why it's called the Fast Five.
No thinking.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live?
Hawaii.
What time of the year do you prefer?
Summer.
What's your favorite restaurant?
Don't have one.
Uh-huh. If you could drive any vehicle, which vehicle would you drive?
Knight Rider.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And maybe this will be, what is your dream job besides teaching?
Oh my
of course,
God,
the
being a
WC?
teacher.
That's it. He's in it right now.
All right,
I'm in
there
it.
you
That's
go.
in it.
This is my retirement job. That's it.
Awesome. All
Well,
right.
good job on that, and actually, great job coming on. I know you were you a little nervous?
Can I go back to work now?
Yeah. No, you did a great job, and Blake, awesome job.
Yeah.
Way to come on. I know I took you out of math class, so I know you're really devastated by that.
Math.
But Miss Markowski, I'm sure will have the work for you. And
Yes.
we're gonna let that music, the old Michael Knight, take us out to our break.
Yeah.
You're listening to Tiger Talk.
checks I've left unsigned from the banks of chaos in my mind. When the eloquence escapes me, their logic ties me up and wraps me. Do-do-do-da-da-da, that's all I want to say to you. Do-do-do-da-da-da, the innocence will pull me through. Do-do-do-da-da-da, that's all I want to say to you. Do-do-do-da-da-da, the meaningless and all that's true. Poets, priests, and politicians have words to thank for their positions, words that scream for your submission. No one's jamming their transmission. When that eloquence escapes you, their logic ties you up and wraps you. Do-do-do-da-da-da, that's all I want
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Westfield Bank. For more than 160 years, Westfield Bank has been an important community presence and commercial leader in the Pioneer Valley. With convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut, visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for Arts Beat, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio. 89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
And we're back.
Yeah, we are back.
We're back.
Now Joe's doing. I thought we were sharing. Okay, so anyway, Joe, I'm gonna roll with it because we're back live at Tiger Talk 89.5 WSKB Community
Radio. That's radio.
So we are talking that we just had IT.
We did.
And Blake
Lockwood.
Pearson, who was awesome, Mr. Lockwood.
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk quickly about our co-op before we get to our guests to my right. Our co-op is killing it. We were at 30-something last week. We're at 47 now. So it continues to grow, and thanks to Mr. Brown, he's doing a good job with that, and all the lead teachers.
That makes roughly 1/3 of the senior class is currently out on co-op.
Yeah,
which is
so
pretty
that's
awesome.
So they're out in the community making money and getting credit for going to school too. So if you do support our kids and you're employing them, thank you. And also if you have an opportunity to frequent the businesses that support our kids, we thank you too. And maybe next week I'll rattle through the companies that help.
And if you aren't partnering with us yet, we would appreciate connecting with you. So you can feel free to call Mr. Daly, me, Mr. Talumis, Mr. Hastings.
Anybody.
Stop in.
Sure. Stop by for lunch at Tiger's
Absolutely.
Pride, which we'll get to that menu later too, and
We will.
and we'll kill it. Our views, how are our views doing, Carol? Did we beat the superintendent last week?
I believe we did by just a few,
Barely.
but we haven't. That show didn't get posted on Facebook. We're working
Which
that
one?
out.
Technical difficulty.
What is going on? Who's
Pete,
in charge
I
of this?
posted the link that you gave me, which should have brought us to our whole YouTube
channel,
yeah. But for some reason it only came up as one episode.
Oh, that's weird. It should be the entire thing, but I'll double check.
Well, I can
post it.
I might have done something wrong too.
Yeah,
so
well, I think I still have rights for the page, so I think I'll post it for you.
that would be
Motherboard.
awesome. Thank you.
I'll post it.
Let's get our stuff together, guys. I mean, we are in the heart of a
Listen. I'm self-taught. I think I'm doing a pretty darn good job for a self-taught man.
Mr. Daly, as highly busy people, we're all
Yes.
trying to work together.
It
And
is.
sometimes
Right.
this is the only time we get to communicate.
Don't hate, collaborate.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Sometimes it's the
Okay.
only time we get to talk to each other.
Come
All
on,
right.
Daly, get on it.
So if I got to be the IT guy too, I guess I'll do it.
Well, you did hook up that microphone.
I was. You know, guys.
I've trained him just
Legend
well
in his
enough.
own mind,
You
if
know,
you
my
will,
work
Mrs.
study
Broom.
job at Providence College in back in the day,
Prior.
I was the AV guy. I was the AV guy. So
Wow.
I used to have my own van. I drive around to set up microphones and systems. You'd be impressed. I plugged that microphone in, no problem.
Sounds pretty
Cool. We
shady.
should have tapped you to go do set up Superintendent Spotlight with us yesterday.
If we need to do that, let me know. As Joe and Carol are motherboarding me behind my back. Okay.
I'll let him go out on
So-
work release, Mr. Cole.
So
I'm
anyway.
happy to do that for you.
So we have another teacher here, and it's Mr. Brown. Hi, Mr. Brown.
Oh,
How
it's
you doing?
not any other teacher. It's Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown is our collision tech instructor, but he's also here to highlight what's going on. He's one of our coaches, and he coaches girls soccer right now. He's filling in for Mr. Washington. I had the pleasure of seeing you guys on senior night. Great game. Unfortunately, we didn't come out on top, but you did play Smith Voke Tuesday.
Yes.
Which I didn't. Well, how did we do?
Unfortunately, we ended up losing 1-0.
1-0.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we had a game yesterday. We went
Yeah.
to the drawing board. We reformulated some things, and we had a great game yesterday, winning 3-1.
Nice. Okay. So I wanted to get the girls in here because you guys are having a great season, right? And I could tell there's a little different vibe going on here. I think so let's talk to the girls. Who do we got here, Mr. Brown? And let's talk about the season a little bit.
Next to us, we have freshman Leah Nikachuk.
Hi, Leah.
Hello.
Okay. And then who else we got?
Then we have freshman Grace McIntyre.
Hi, Grace.
And then we have senior Captain Caprice Allen.
Hello.
Hi, Caprice.
Hi.
So we're going to start with Caprice because she's the senior captain. So obviously, Caprice, what is the record right now of the team? Do you know?
Yeah, I think the record is 7 wins, 3 losses, and 2 ties.
Hold your microphone up, Caprice, so we can't hear you.
7 wins, 3 losses, and 2 ties.
7. Okay, so that's pretty good. So 7-3, which qualifies us to get in the tournament, correct?
We are in the state vocational tournament currently, and we're waiting for rankings and games to be posted this weekend.
Does it look like we have a chance to get in the Western Mass part?
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
That's going to be due to a power ranking system, which we're not really fond of, but
Right.
it is what it is.
I know the power ranking hurts schools like us because of our division that we're in, based on the size of school, and because we're vocational. We have a tough time playing. Our league is enough. We have to play other teams in our league, so we can't go out and get independent games where we would want to, which might help our power ranking.
Absolutely. So the tougher teams we play, the higher we are placed in our power ranking, win or loss, and also as many points we score definitely factors into the formula.
Yeah, Caprice, what position do you play for the girls' soccer team?
I'm usually a defender. I'm one of the 4 flat back, but I can play any position really.
Yeah. This is your senior year.
Yep.
You're having a good time?
I am. I've
Yeah?
been playing for 4 years.
Yeah.
I really love it.
And what shop are you in?
I'm in Allied Health.
You're in Allied Health. What's the experience been like with these little freshmen, huh? I just said that.
Tisk, tisk.
I can't say that.
They're full of energy. I love
Yeah.
seeing the new generation of the soccer team.
Yeah, how many freshmen do we have, Mr. Brown?
This year we have 6 freshmen.
Yeah, and they all play.
Yes.
Yeah, good. So let's talk to our next gal.
That's Grace.
Grace, did you play soccer in the past? Were you
Yeah.
you did? Were you a travel soccer girl?
No.
No.
I played city.
Yeah. And how's it going so far?
It's going really well.
Yeah.
I love my team a lot.
Yeah.
They're really supportive.
Yeah. How's Mr. Brown?
He's the best.
Is he?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Does he yell at you guys?
No.
No.
I mean, if we're not focusing, then he'll yell at us. But
Maybe a
it's
little
just,
bit, right?
Just to keep us on track and stay focused.
Can I ask you a exploratory question?
Yeah.
What shop are you in right now?
I'm in collision.
Yeah. With Mr.
Oh,
Brown.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is it one of your you can say if is it one of your top?
Yeah, it's one of my top 2.
Perfect. Nice. What position do you play?
I play defense, but if we need a sub or anything, I'll play offense or midfield.
Okay. Moving the mic over.
Leah.
Leah.
Hello.
Leah, freshman as well.
Yep.
Leah, shops you're in?
That I'm
Currently.
I'm in collision.
You are too?
Yeah.
Okay. Is collision one of your tops or what are you hoping?
It's probably one of my top 3, but I want to go to construction.
Nice. Okay, cool. How about soccer for you? What position?
I play offense.
Yeah.
And I'm usually winger or striker.
Any
so-
goals this year?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think I'm at 5.
Nice. Mr. Brown, what is our goal? I mean, are we scoring a lot of goals, or what's our forte? Are we a defensive team, or are we?
We are a very strong defensive team.
Mm-hmm.
We have one of the best goalies in Western Mass. She has very few points scored against us this year, and she's made a ton of saves.
Who's that?
That is Lindsay Deland.
Okay.
She's in graphic
we know
arts.
Lindsay. Yeah. And obviously Caprice is on defense, so that's part of the awesome package back there.
Absolutely, she's
right?
definitely our team anchor.
Yeah, and so we are 7-3. Favorite part of the school for all of you guys. What's your favorite part of Westfield Tech right now?
Mine is definitely the shop experience and how we get to use life skills and learn them in the real world.
Mine is probably the support we get from all the teachers and staff.
I really like the Westfield Promise program.
Yes.
I like the ability to go out and do college courses, especially over the summer too.
Oh, Mrs. Bean will be happy that you just said that.
Caprice, how many have you completed so far?
This will be my third, and by the end of the year, I'll have 4.
That's what I was thinking 3 or 4.
Yep.
So Westville Promise, if you don't know what Westville Promise is, it's the collaboration we have with Westville State University.
Long time now.
Yep. And Caprice is one of the students where you had started last year, right, Caprice?
Yep.
Where she was able to take college classes and get college credit while being still enrolled at Westville Tech Academy, and you're gonna have 4 classes under your belt.
Yep.
That's huge.
Yeah, some of them are worth like 3 college credits or 2, or they're
So that-
really good.
What do you? Yeah. Do you have any what are your plans after you graduate?
So I'm planning to like get my registered nurse, my 4-year, and then explore like what specification I want to, like what what I want to go into with
Yeah.
that, because it's so like you could do anything
Right.
with that license,
Leaning towards any area in particular?
I really like the emergency aspect of it.
You do.
Yeah, I'm actually looking towards an internship in like Noble Hospital in the emergency room right now, so I hope that works out.
School nurse pathway.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Of course.
Mrs. Groom, do you have something for the girls?
Well, you know what? I noted that each one of them had something different that they highlighted about Westfield Tech, and that's great. It really rounded out, what we have to offer here. And, I do have a question for you, Caprice.
Yep.
Do you have your eye on any schools going forward outside of,
I
your
really don't
future?
have anything picked out yet.
No,
I probably
okay.
should, but I don't.
Yeah. Well, you have some goals. That's great. That's great. That's a great start.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can build off of that.
And you got time. For all of you, what's the plans for the rest of the year? Are there any other sports that you gals get involved with, or activities that you're looking forward to? Because I know Mr. Brown not only coaches soccer, but we're gonna get him to coach some other stuff too. He doesn't know that yet, but he probably might. We might get him on the hardwood. What do you think, Mr. Brown?
Right now, there is a high percentage that I will be applying for.
I
the
like
girls'
that. I
varsity
like that.
basketball job.
Yeah. So let's. I don't know. There'll be stiff competition.
Absolutely.
Good news. I'm not applying for it.
Oh,
All right?
thank goodness.
So, but we're looking forward to that. But gals, anything else that you guys want to get involved with outside of your shops? Caprice, you do anything in the winter,
Well,
or fall, or spring?
I'll be starting basketball the first year this year, mostly for Mr. Brown actually. But I also play softball. This will be my 3rd year. so-
Nice.
Yep.
Tri-sport athlete. I love it.
Yep.
Awesome.
Going for that senior night,
Oh yeah, love the senior nights.
In winter, I usually do snowboarding.
Okay.
For a little bit, and then spring, I'm really excited for a new motocross season.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Snowboarding scares the life out of me. I always wanted to try it, but I know I'll fall and break something.
I'm too old and I'm not graceful enough.
I don't skiing.
Nope.
I just see him go. I see the people wipe out. Have you had some wipeouts snowboarding? I think it's a young person's sport.
It is definitely a young person's game.
Yeah, and you can twist your knee any way you want, but when you're old like me, I'm not as old as other people at the table.
That is
but
true.
When you're old like me, I get worried about wiping.
I'm the oldest person at the table.
I'm younger than he is.
How about you?
I probably want to try out for basketball.
You do?
Yeah.
Impressive.
This is, Mr. Brown. Are you recruiting right now?
Maybe.
That's good. Get involved, whatever it is. Snowboarding, motocross, basketball, soccer, field hockey. Well, we don't have field hockey. Softball in the spring. Whatever it is. We have a ski team. I don't know if they do snowboarding though. No, that's a bummer. We should start though, huh? Yeah. So, Mr. Brown, tell us about Collision Tech. How's it going in Collision Tech right now?
Collision Tech is going pretty awesome. This year we have a new instructor, Mr. Mayer. He's one of my longtime friends, and he's doing a great job. We also have Mr. Mason, and we are currently in our 1-week exploratory process where all of our students come through for 1 week to try out our shop, as we all know.
Now, you guys do you guys do car detailing too, which I don't know that the public is aware of. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. So we do everything from a basic car wash to a full inside and out detail, which includes shampooing, dressing of the interior surfaces, and compounding and polishing on the outsides. And if you would contact me at the school via email or phone, you could just give me a call. We'll set you up an appointment.
Nice. Do you guys get rid of spiders?
Maybe.
Okay. Oh, good. So if you're Mrs. Groom had an incident with a spider. She's not a spider gal, and there's a spider in her car, and I'm just wondering if we could get it. I'm thinking about getting that car in there to get it detailed for her.
Depends on the size.
Yeah.
Well,
Depends on
I
the
haven't
size.
driven it for a week, if that tells you anything.
If it's furry, we don't deal with
No
furry
spiders.
Yeah, no furry spiders.
That's awesome.
And on the subject of collision, you mentioned the staff members down there. We are currently still looking for a shop assistant.
Absolutely.
So if you are interested in exploring the details of that position, or you have questions, you can call me here at the Academy, call Mr. Daly, call Mr. Brown. You can check out the district website, the School Spring page for the job posting, but that's a position that we're eager to get filled so that we can have, more hands on the shop floor to help broaden the skill set of the kids as they move through the different stations on the shop floor.
If you don't look cross-eyed at the word Bondo, you might have a shot.
That's it. Anything. The big Oz speaking from out of nowhere. Girls, awesome job. Good luck with the rest of the season. We're looking forward to you doing well in the vocational tournament. Which are do we know where we're seated with that yet?
Not yet. We're waiting for those to be released.
And we'll keep our fingers crossed about the Western Mass State tournament.
Yes, please.
Hopefully you guys get there. And if you haven't seen the girls play, let's make sure you try to get out and support. I loved it. I thought it was going to get rained out. It didn't. You guys had a good senior night. Even though you didn't win, you guys still played hard. So it was good to see you all out there. And hopefully we get us a little victory. And hopefully we see you guys in playing other things as well.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, Mr. Brown. Thanks. We're going to go to a song and be
everybody.
back on Tiger Talk Live.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
And here goes. We are back, Tiger Talk Live, with Mr. Langoni, Mr. Daly, Mrs. Groom, and Al Rogers.
The Al Rogers.
That's right. Corner.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, well, thanks for joining us, Al.
Yeah.
Of course.
Long time no see. We're going to get to a couple things before we get to sports, if you don't mind.
That's okay.
Okay. Mrs. Groom, what?
Yes.
That's it. Demerit. Mrs. Groom was not ready.
No, I am ready. I
She's
also
ready.
wanted to.
Not only is she ready, she's in color and she's highlighted.
Downtime is bad time in the radio.
But I also wanted to acknowledge Pete Cole in the booth. I did want to acknowledge him as well as part of our team this morning.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Acknowledged.
Yeah. So,
No respect. No respect at all.
Sorry, Pete. You know, Tiger's Pride restaurant is open today, and our soups of the day are cream of mushroom and vegetable soup. And then the salad of the day is the chef's salad, a mixture of fresh salad greens, vegetables with ham, turkey, Swiss cheddar, and hard-boiled eggs. And our entrees, we have chicken cordon bleu, classic dish made with ham and Swiss stuffed chicken breast and topped with a supreme sauce, served with rice, pilaf, and roasted butternut squash, and beef stroganoff, tender cuts of simmered beef in a rich sour cream gravy, served over egg noodles and a side of roasted butternut squash. And the sandwich special is a filet of fish sandwich with homemade tartar sauce and a slice of American cheese on a soft sandwich bun served with fries.
So, Mr. Daly, what are you having before your afternoon nap today?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't bring a lunch again, so I told myself I wasn't going to. Not that I don't want to support Tiger's Pride, because I do, but
there's an array of, you can get any kind of sandwich. You can get grilled cheese. You can get a BLT.
Yeah, there's a
you can
lot
do
of
a
options.
half-
There. I'll get something. Is
Yeah,
the
half-
cordon bleu today? Or
That is.
It
yeah.
is.
Well, yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
say,
read
I know. I got to admit, I was half paying
I know. That's
attention.
okay. But
Yeah.
absolutely.
Your voice is so soothing. I
Soothing,
just started
yes.
fading.
Yes. Yep.
So yeah. Okay. How about our attendance?
Oh, we got a phenomenal Lukranski report this week. Well, so after a couple of weeks of, some little dips here and there due to a lot of illness in the community, our numbers are back up. The freshmen are at 94% for last week. The sophomores at 95%. The juniors, a great rebound from 92% to 96%, and our seniors are still strong at 94%. So average daily attendance here is always really solid. I mean, I can't, in almost 7 years, I can't think of a time where we dipped below as a school. We dipped below 94%. So.
Yeah, we have the built-in carrot, if you will. I mean, the shops help us for sure. I mean, that's why they're here at our school. So
The kids want to be here.
they do.
Period.
They do. It's a nice luxury to have. As my dad said when I got here, it's a diamond in the rough. You have no idea until you get here how great the place is.
Shout out to Tom Daly,
Yep.
wherever
So-
you are, Tom.
He's home. Say, Dad. So we got our sports enthusiast,
Maven, sports guru.
Can I call you an expert, Al?
You can call me whatever you want.
All right. Just don't. Okay, moving on.
Just don't call me late for
That's
dinner.
it.
You can call him Al.
You can call me Al. All right, Al. So listen, we got a lot. We always have a lot going on with sports, right? Local sports, we talked about the girls' soccer team, the boys' soccer team rolling as usual. I mean, I think our cross country just finished up. So Westfield Tech sports are going strong. As you heard Mr. Brown this segment before, getting ready for basketball. Al, you playing basketball this year?
Probably, maybe.
Oh,
Probably.
okay, I thought you were all in. No?
Probably.
Still on the fence.
He's got
Okay.
his Westfield basketball jacket
I see the
on.
jackets. That's nice. I need one of those. So, tell us. Let's talk about, speaking of basketball, a little NBA. You got any? How'd this opening night happened?
Celtics are 1-0.
1-0.
Golden State.
Yeah. How did your boy Steph Curry do? Now, Al's a big Golden State Warrior fan.
Stephen LeBron had 31 and 33.
Really? Wow.
Why? I don't know. Get this? Is this me or whenever LeBron James faces the Warriors, he goes off?
Yeah.
Like,
I think
single time he plays them.
I don't think you'll disagree. He's a big time player, and big time moments do big time. You know, they
Still got it
big
at the
time.
age he has. I don't even know how LeBron is.
Yeah, old.
And old. He's still playing. He's still.
How about not to bring up a sore subject, but the altercation at practice with the two players on Golden State? Remember that?
Yes.
Are those guys playing or no?
I hope so. I hope they figure
Okay.
it out and work it out together.
All right. More importantly, so we got NBA basketball going on. Let's talk about. I don't know if I want to, but let's back up the bus.
Let's.
Oh, you want to? The New York Yankees. Mrs. Groom is giddy happy about that, but let's go back a week.
I don't think the Yankees were gonna win anyways last night because Justin Verlander was lights out, and Justin Verlander's a surefall Hall of Famer in my book.
No doubt, love him.
And he's goated and he's an ace. So what can you do when you're facing a guy like that?
And they had rest
Yeah, they haven't played since
last week. Yeah.
Oh.
So the Yankees did beat Cleveland, the Cleveland Guardians, in 5
advance
games.
to the American League.
That was a fun game, huh?
It's game 2 tonight. Luis Severino against what's his name? Christian Javi?
I don't know who's going for Houston. I don't particularly care for the Houston Astros. I think they're a bunch of cheaters.
You gotta get over it, man. That was
You
2
do?
years ago. You gotta get over
Yeah,
it.
I do.
Right. That's right, Al.
Yes.
That's right.
People can hate if you want. You gotta get over it.
The past is history. The future is mystery.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I just, when you see, I used to like some of those guys, and then I see him now, and I'm like, oh, he was a cheater.
Let it
Give
go.
it Laura.
Let it go.
Gotta let it
go.
go.
All right, let it go. Let it go.
Ursula.
Ursula.
What's your prediction?
What's her name on the?
What's your predictions
think
tonight?
I know,
'Cause
I don't
this is
know.
a big game for
Yeah,
the
this is
Yankees.
a
Elsa.
sorry.
Ursula.
Ursula.
This is, in my book, this is a must
Let it
win.
go.
Unless they ended up losing both in Houston. I want them to split. If they lose both in Houston, they have to win both in New York. So
Now I notice you look, and this is not this. Don't take this the wrong way. You look a little sluggish today. Did you stay up and watch a lot of the game?
yeah, I came back home from something and I just watched it
Okay, and you stayed up late.
a little bit.
Yeah. So they lost last night. Was it 4-2 was the final?
Mhm.
How about the game before? Hicks got hurt.
Yeah,
Pop up.
he's
That
done.
was pretty bad.
He went to the New York Presbyterian actually, and they
Yeah.
gave him an MRI, so his knee's
He's
also
out.
messed up. So.
But one added thing, I know Mrs. Groom will like this, that John Carlos Stanton has been playing left field, and he looks great, doesn't he? Didn't he look
Crashed
good out
into
there?
that wall yesterday.
Yeah,
It was
he's
kinda-
okay.
It broke the wall.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
He's a big guy, big dude. They need a lot of offense, and especially from big number 99. That's absolutely not doing anything in the postseason. Judge, we need you, man. Come on, this offense doesn't hit. We can't just be Stanton carrying this team. We can't just be Rizzo carrying this team. We need a lot out of you. Gleyber Torres has been awful. We need a lot of offense. Our offense is. Don't get me wrong. Houston has lights out pitching.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. They have a lot of pitching. I'm not gonna jinx them for that.
Nope.
But you gotta start hitting, man. Hitting the ball would be nice.
If you're listening, Judge, you just heard Al. I mean, if that wasn't a plea for help,
Yeah.
I don't know what is.
And he did not appear sluggish there.
No,
There was
he got
passion.
amped up.
I needed fire. On that
Yeah,
one.
That's right.
So-
I know. That's it. That's it. Now, let's talk about football.
Okay.
I can't believe your Giants won again. What's
Well,
going
believe-
on with them? They
believe
beat
it.
Baltimore.
Believe it.
What?
They beat
Yeah.
yeah, what? That's right. Aaron Rodgers and Lamar Jackson back-to-back weights. Yeah,
This is, I thought they were, paper champs right now, but they're.
something special. Something special is going on for the Jets and Giants right now. I don't know what it is. I think it's the coaching. I think they're well coached right now. And Brian Duvall and what's the Jets coach name? What's his name?
For who? For the Jets?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Moving on. Yeah.
Moving on.
What do the Giants look like this week?
They're in Jacksonville.
They're in Jacksonville. Ooh. Okay. Do you remember
Jack-
Trevor Lawrence?
Yes.
You worried?
I think that no.
No.
I don't think Jacksonville's not really
No.
They're 2-4. They're not.
Yeah. Well, what we're gonna do right now, guys, is we're gonna go to our football picks, because we typically have done that in the past, and we'll give a quick last week update, and then we'll
I
talk
had a
about overall.
bad week.
So,
Honestly, I don't even want to look. I don't even want to look at my week because if
Well-
I
Oh,
was
mine was horrible.
well, you know, guys, we're gonna
can't be that
start
bad.
competing again.
Mr.
We're not.
Langone can't be that bad as mine, man.
Oh, yeah, it can.
We're having this is going to be a weekly competition. For the winner at the end gets some kind of prize. We're not sure what. We're not gambling.
Lunch and Tiger's Pride. How about that?
Well, on Mr. Langone. Okay.
All right,
so
winner for me gets to go to Buffalo Wild Wings with me.
That's exactly it. It'll be
Okay.
Lunch and Tiger's Pride on the principal.
okay, or Buffalo Wild Wings with Al and his dad.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. So last week, I'll start with me. I had two wins. Joe, you had one. That was a tough one.
Very bad week.
Al, you had 2 as well.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Groom stepping up big last week with 3. So right now I got 8, 9, 11. Mrs. Groom has 5, 8, 11. Miss Langone has 7, 9, 10. And Al has 7 with a week to go. So we're going to have to, I said this last week, we'll have to figure something out. But I think we're going to have to take a bye week for each of us to catch us up. But we'll
That's
wait
fine.
on that. Yeah. So this week, ladies and gents, it's sort of some lame games. I'm not going to lie to you, but we're going to go with them. So tonight, the New Orleans Saints versus the Arizona Cardinals, 8:15 on Prime, if you guys get Prime. Al, we'll start with you. Kyler Murray?
Or who's even the quarterback for the Saints now? Like
remember.
Davis Winston's hurt.
Winston, yeah.
Taysom Hill comes in on like 3rd down. So who's even their quarterback?
I don't know. So who you going with?
Arizona took a tough one last week, but I think they're going to take it on the road, I think.
Okay, it's actually at Arizona.
Actually, Arizona. All right, I'll take Arizona.
Okay, I'm going to go with Al, and I'm going to take Arizona as well.
Tough loss in Seattle. I think they're
Arizona
good for one.
for me.
Mrs. Groom's going to Arizona because she's done her research.
Clean sweep.
All of us going with Arizona. Okay. The next game, I don't even know if this is going to be a good game, but I'm hoping it is. I think that the Giants are going to stumble this week.
Stumble and Jack?
Yep, I think Trevor Lawrence is starting to
about
find
that,
his own.
man. I don't
I'm
know.
calling for an upset. I'm going to pick Jacksonville over the Giants. Al,
I'm taking New York, man.
okay?
5-1, come on. I feel at the bye. Giants have the bye in week 9. I feel a
I'm with
7-1.
You're going to
I'm
with
going to
Al?
go with Giants.
I say
Yep.
we win in the next 2 weeks against
Giants.
Jacksonville and Seattle. So
Okay, guys, you're gonna laugh when I win. We're also. I don't have another. I got to pick a 4th game. Al, do you want to go with Seattle versus the Chargers? Which could be a good one, or Kansas City, San Fran, and Jimmy Garoppolo.
let's go Kansas City. Sam.
You want to do that one?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Who you like? Kansas City not looking great lately.
After the loss to Buffalo last week, I mean, I'll go with Mahomes. I think that they'll win, but I think that the Niners are going to give them a run for their money.
You think so? Yeah, this AFC-NFC matchup is always tough. I don't really know here.
Rematch from the Super Bowl from like 3 years ago,
Hmm.
I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go outside the box this week. I'm gonna pick San Fran.
Excuse me.
This is Groom.
I'm going to go with Kansas City.
Okay, Groom with Kansas City, Mr. Langone.
San Fran.
Okay.
Okay.
And Monday night, finally got something to watch. This could be the score could be 6-3. It could be brutal or not. With Bailey Zappi. Chicago at New England. Who you like? Pats. I'm gonna go Pats too.
Bears are not good.
Bears are
Yep.
horrible.
Bears are not good.
Groom's
Patriots.
Yep.
Patriots.
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep again. So we all.
Mr. Langone, how much we despise the Pats, like I know you, but there's no way we're taking the Pats.
No,
Bears, or
sadly, no.
Al, obviously, what time's the game tonight?
Same time as last night, 7:30 on TBS.
7:30 on TBS. I didn't like Bob Costa doing the games. Did you?
Yeah, that's one thing I will mention. Bob Costas, he's been a great announcer for a long time, but he did not do well in the LDS.
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't like him?
No, he just talked too much. He would talk about
The sun's setting on his powers.
Yeah. Do you like Ron Darling?
Ron Darling's pretty good.
Yeah. They know their stuff.
I like the guy that's doing it right now the ALDS series right now for the Yankees. Can't figure out his name, but he's really good. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Me and my dad like him a lot.
Okay, so we got some something to look forward to tonight. We got a football game and the Yankees. I think we covered everything sports-wise. Anything else I missed, guys?
I don't think so.
One last thing I gotta say.
Go.
Sal's got something.
I got a job interview Sunday.
What?
Ooh.
Where?
At Big Y, 10 a.m. Westfield Shops.
Nice.
Congratulations, Big Al.
Good luck.
So,
You have it coming up?
I have a haircut today. This
Yeah.
is going bye-bye. This. No hat. No slang.
Do you need a
All
reference?
we gotta do. Khakis, shoes, button-down shirt, and the chain is fine.
Well, Big Y, if you're listening, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
This guy's a worker. I think it's a no-brainer to hire this guy. He's gonna be there on time and do what you need.
I'm happy to put something in writing, but you heard it here live.
That's it. We all recommend Alejandro
Absolutely, because that's
Rogers
my Big Y. that
for
I
the
talked
job
about.
at Big Y. And if you see Mrs. Groom, you got to carry the groceries out to her car.
All right, and
All right.
Superintendent Spotlight
We're
is
outta
standing by
here.
over there.
Not